I finally arrived at the Samsung Unpacked event in London, along with thousands of people, all for one reason: to see the new Samsung Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus. This has been a long time coming, and the S8 is the most anticipated smartphone to be released in recent times. Samsung is hoping for a hit with this phone after the demise of the Note 7. So have they achieved this? In one word, yes. In my opinion, this will be the #1 selling smartphone in 2017. No ifs, no buts, and I'll show you why right now. The S8 and S8 Plus are made of Samsung's signature glass and metal build. This is some of the best hardware I've ever seen. The phones look stunning, sleek, and dare I say futuristic. The power button is located on the right, and the volume rockers are on the left, with the Bixby button just below those. The bottom houses the speaker, mic, USB Type-C charging port, and 3.5mm headphone jack. The back of the phone are curved symmetrically, which mirror the display, making the S8 and S8 Plus the most ergonomic handsets I have ever held. IP68 water and dust resistance is still here. Samsung really went all out on the build quality without compromise. The new handsets come in several colors, including midnight black, orchid grey, coral blue, arctic silver, and maple gold. All equally beautiful, my personal favorites being the black and the grey variants. Let's kick off with the screen. Samsung are calling this the Infinity Display. The screen comes in at 5.8 inches in the Galaxy S8 and 6.2 inches in the big brother, the S8 Plus. Both are Quad HD Plus, Super AMOLED, 2960 by 1440 bezel-less full frontal edge-to-edge screens, which are nothing short of gorgeous. Just look how beautifully those colors pop and how deep those blacks are. Samsung make the best screens in the business, and this is the best display I've ever seen on any smartphone. The screen ratio is now at an astonishing 18.5 by 9 aspect ratio, and this means you'll be able to view HDR plus content from the likes of Amazon and Netflix as examples. Now, having such great screens is no good without a powerhouse to push those pixels, and I'm glad to report Samsung hasn't shortchanged us here either. Depending on your region, you will have either the new Snapdragon 835 or the Samsung Exynos 8895 chipset, coupled with 64GB of built-in storage, expandable with an SD card, and 4GB of RAM, meaning this is the most powerful smartphone ever built, besting even the iPhone 7 with its A10 Fusion chip. Sorry, Apple fans. With a 3000 mAh battery in the S8 and 3500 mAh in the S8 Plus, you might think that battery life will be an issue, but coupled with the efficiency of the Super AMOLED screen and a chipset that is 21% more efficient than last year's offerings, this should appease most end users, especially with the return of fast charging. The S8 and the S8 Plus are also the first phones to support gigabit LTE and Wi-Fi, and to top off the wireless connectivity list, they have thrown in Bluetooth 5.0 for good measure. What does this mean? Simply put, these phones are the fastest ever built when it comes to downloading or streaming content, and will be able to send audio to 2 Bluetooth devices at once. Talking about audio, let me tell you this. Samsung have chosen to keep the 3.5mm headphone jack, so time to rejoice if, like me, you enjoy using any headphones without the restriction of needing an adapter. Samsung have also teamed up with AKG to include in the box a set of AKG earphones worth £100. These, coupled with the ultra high quality 32-bit PCM and DSD playback support, means killer sound quality. The front cameras on both the S8 and S8 Plus are 8 megapixels with a f1.7 aperture, and on the back of the phones, dual pixel 12 megapixel shooters, also with f1.7 aperture, OIS 4K video recording, and slow motion support at 240 frames per second. The usual suspects are also present, such as Pro Mode, panorama, slow motion, hyperlapse and food mode, and also the ability to save in RAW file format. Now on paper, these seem like last year's S7 Edge cameras, but when you already have the best smartphone camera, how do you improve on it? Well, Samsung have improved the post-processing software, which allows the camera to take 3 photos simultaneously and stitch them together to give the best possible result. There are no camera humps either, and the lens is flanked by the high CRI LED flash and the fingerprint sensor. Now, the placement of the fingerprint sensor has been a big controversy since the early leaks. To be totally honest, I've had zero issues with the fingerprint sensor during my time with the handsets. I found them easy to reach and my finger naturally landed on them. They unlock the device very fast and also have finger gestures, which can be activated in the settings, allowing you to swipe down on the fingerprint sensor to bring down the notification shade, then swipe up to close it again. Now, if you prefer, there is an iris scanner on the front and the ability to use your face to unlock the phone. Samsung really has covered all bases here. Obviously, having the fingerprint sensor on the back means Samsung removed the physical home button from the front of these phones. Instead, it has been replaced by an on-screen home button with force touch light capabilities, and instead of the capacitive back and multitask buttons, these are also on screen now. The app drawer is now accessible by swiping up on the screen, just like the Pixel handsets. The software skin is using the much improved Grace UX, which has had a design refresh, and the icons look a lot more modern and clean, giving the S8 a fluid and fast software experience with no more lag. As promised earlier, let's talk about Bixby. Pressing the Bixby button gives me 3 ways to engage with the S8, not just one. Since Bixby understands talk, text and taps, you're able to use the most convenient way at that time. You can also switch between modes whenever you need to. Bixby will change the way you search because you only have to open your camera or use the image to get results right away. Think of Bixby as your personal concierge. Now, of course, the launch of the S8 and S8 Plus wouldn't be complete without some brand new accessories to complement your new toy. And I'm glad to report that once again Samsung has delivered in spades here. They will be launching the all-new Gear VR and a controller, and what goes hand in hand with that? Of course, the second generation of the Gear 360, now capable of shooting video in 4K resolution. I also tested out the Samsung DeX, which transforms your S8 into a desktop computer, allowing you to edit documents using the Microsoft suite of apps, edit pictures and photos using Adobe, and playing the occasional game during downtime. Samsung also show plentiful array of cases, including their own official ones and cases from third parties such as Otterbox, Adidas, Bugatti and so on. I also saw their new wireless convertible desktop charger, wireless speakers, earphones and battery chargers, so something for everyone. So in summing up, I hear some of you asking, should I upgrade from my Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge? Yes, 100%. Samsung have improved on last year's design in every way, and from where I'm standing, no other manufacturer is even in the same ballpark, let alone able to compete with the S8 and S8 Plus. These really are the most beautiful, ergonomic and well-designed smartphones I have ever used. Samsung has achieved something stunning here, something phenomenal, an all-in-one package that doesn't strive for greatness but has already achieved it. I was so smitten by Samsung's new flagships that I actually ordered the S8 Plus in midnight black from Samsung's website while still in the conference. No special prices, no discount, but full retail cost without hesitation. That in itself should speak volumes of how great the S8 and S8 Plus are. Samsung has really focused on details with these devices, and it clearly shows that. Throughout both handsets, in both the hardware and the software experience. I'll finally end this video with one statement. The S8 and S8 Plus, best smartphones of all time. For more great content on Samsung's S8 and S8 Plus, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and please share this video on your social media and any forums you're a member of, as it helps the channel grow. This is Zilla saying take care, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.